Hey, what's up, guys? I've never been so excited to talk about one specific coin, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do because everything lines up together, man. This is beautiful. So before I talk about that, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn that bell notification on. I'm here every day in the bull market, in the bear market, in the sideways market, in the whatever market. We're here. We're gonna make it. Now, before I'm gonna dive into the specific project and why I think this is gonna be absolutely fantastic, very quickly about the rest of the market. Bitcoin also matters. 43.2k at the moment of recording. It went as high as 44,488 on at least Bitfinex. And Bitcoin is showing some incredible strength. Now, we are sitting at some, quite some resistance. I've drawn this box right here, but to be honest, I can also draw it right here. And it makes even more sense like that. We're sitting at a big resistance level, but to be honest, hey, every resistance level that we have been in so far this year, I mean, this one took long, but the rest we blasted all through them, right? So Bitcoin is doing incredible well. Now, if we look at the Bitcoin dominance, that came down a little bit. That's the reason why some specific altcoins are running right now. And we're going to talk about that. But yeah, like I said, the Bitcoin dominance, it just made a new high. Altcoins, again, made a new low against Bitcoin. I mean, altcoins are doing nice, especially the low caps. Like, the low caps, like, they got wrecked, right? There were coins going from $200 to $1, right? So, yeah, of course, it wasn't a good time to buy. But the thing is, it also means that all the liquidity was taken away from these coins. And then when the market turns around, it's very easy to pump them as well. And if you, for some reason, got that exact bottom, then you could have made some good trades out of it. Very risky stuff, of course. Overall, altcoins are not performing well against Bitcoin. As we can see right here, the Bitcoin dominance is still in an upwards trend. Which is actually a pretty interesting sign to me, because once we really start to see it go down, that's where the big altcoin season is, and that's where you don't make 5x's. That's where you make 50x's, especially in the niche that I'm going to talk about. And well, the specific coin should also be interesting to look at. But that's what we are seeing right now. Every time the Bitcoin dominance makes a new high, it retests the previous resistance, then it goes up again, goes down, retests the previous resistance, goes up again, retests the previous resistance, and the uptrend is still in full glory. Now, the altcoin market really quick. Let me remove Fibbe from the chart to make it a little bit more clear right here. The total tree is not making new highs as Bitcoin is doing. As you can see, it did made higher highs and higher lows though, so that's a very bullish sign. But we haven't managed to take the August 2022 high out. If we look at Bitcoin August 2022, yeah, that was like 25k. We're almost double from that, right? So Bitcoin is really outshining altcoins big time. However, if we take a look at the others chart, that's everything except the top 10. So it's more altcoin related. Then you see that we did take this high out, and we're still in this resistance area. But if the altcoin market can push it right now, I can see it go way higher, way higher. That could line up with the fact that I said lately in my videos, like, hey, Bitcoin could go to a 48, 52k, give or take. That should give altcoins a very big boost. And once that happens, I'm gonna definitely take some good profits off of the table, because hey, nothing is up only. We all know that if you went through a couple of cycles, or at least one, you know that these hard runs are beautiful, but they're not sustainable. You should get a pullback at some point. Question is, of course, when do you get the pullback? An altcoin can do with 2x and you can expect a pullback, but it can do with another 2x first and then get the pullback. But it's getting overheated. One thing that I do find interesting is the USDT dominance. If you take a look at the USDT dominance, so how much USDT is dominating the crypto space right now. People are deploying their USDT into crypto, and we're sitting at this major support level right now. It looks like, it's too soon to call, but it looks like we might be bouncing right here. So it looks like people might be taking some profits right here. If it manages to push more, then I can see it go down way more, and that exactly lines up with Bitcoin going to the, well, upper 40s, lower 50s maybe. And that, in my opinion, will be the last big rally before we finally see the usual correction before the bull market really starts. The people that don't like to hear that, I think then you're maybe a little bit over allocated. I made a poll on the channel like, hey, how much money do you have in stables? Scary how many people said 0. And so far it's working out very well for them. I always like to have some stables because, yeah, like I said, nothing is up only, of course. And I want to deploy when we have a good correction. And at a certain point, we will see that. I can bet you my whole YouTube channel on that, of course. But in other news, I want to talk about a specific token. Before I do that, I want to talk about a specific niche. Launchpads. God fucking damn it. That's demonetization 101 right there. Seedify. Oh my God. If I take a look at a chart that has a little bit more history. Seedify, for example, came as low as 54 cents, blasted all the way to 340. It did almost a 7x right there. Incredible. People know that at a certain point, right, the altcoin market, we saw it last cycle as well, the altcoin market was running in the bull market, and at a certain point it's starting to top out, right? We start to top out at the bull market, and the bear market is going to begin. But, well, and then people can maybe make a 3-4x on their altcoins left, and that's it. And that's nice, but launchpads, however, are a whole different game. Launchpads are, if we look again at the total 3, for example, well, the altcoin market, let's say we are here, right? Like I said, you have a 2-3x to go. Well, nice. But if you invest in launchpads and you invest in a pre-sale right here, this is the point where pre-sales do, and I don't over-exaggerate, do 500x's. There's a lot of data I can show you that it did. If you, for example, take a look at, well, in this specific case, Seedify, what do you notice? Well, Seedify, the all-time high ROI for a lot of projects, it happened in October 2021, for example. Blocktopia did a 700x. That's October 2021. Again, October 2021 was here, right? So the whole altcoin market had like not even a 2x to go, like 40% gain. In the meantime, you could make a 700x on a pre-sale, and that's not the only one. The whole end of 2021, there were returns which are crazy, right? And that's just Seedify. There are more launchpads, DAO Maker, Engine Starter, Chain GPT now, but in the past, like a lot of launchpads, GameFi, they released so many projects that did incredible well, right? Therefore, being in at the end of the bull market, being in normal crypto coins, you are throwing your money completely away. You are missing out hard. Why would you go for a 2x or even 40% if you can make hundreds of x's then? Bullshit. Come on, do this. Or do this. That sounds like financial advice. Don't do your research. I'm here educationally sitting with a webcam. Okay, that prevents me from getting sued. So launchpads, incredible, and you can see it. Like the whole market is ripping right now. So I'm not sitting here like, hey, I'm speaking about launchpads for a long time, and look what it does right now. Every coin looks like this, right? But launchpads look a little more than like this, right? You have GameFi, 10x from the bottom. Seedify almost made a 7x from the bottom. Avalanche did a 7x from the bottom. Engine Starter is sitting at a 9x. People know that at the end of a bull market, there is a lot of money in the market that people want to get into new releases, because being early in crypto is way more important than the specific coins that you're being in, right? You can be in a bad project, but if you buy it low, like for example, Hex, is that a project that you want to be in for the long term? Of course not, right? But it doesn't matter. If you were early, you made a fuck ton of money, and that's what it's all about, basically. And that's exactly what Launchpads offer. Well, therefore, let's get to the point. For the people that already know about this, they know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're going to fucking love it. I started this project. What do you mean? We're going to rebrand it. The name, what do you mean is we collectively invest in Launchpads. So not with $1,000, not with $10,000, not with $100,000, but with more money. So we have the highest tiers on the top Launchpads. And if you stake the What Do You Mean token on our D-app, then depending on how much you stake and how long you stake, you can claim your share of the profits that we make with these lunches. Now, I'm a founder. I don't want to turn this token into a security. So I'm not going to sit here and promise that we are going to make money. Based on history, though, I'm very hopeful. Let me put it like that. So I want to say this very cautious, because again, as a founder, I don't want to make price predictions. Okay, but my hope is that just like the last bull market, we will get a couple of 100x's. The thing is, we invest with $20,000 per pre-sale, and we have multiple Launchpads. So you do the math and you tell me how, what, where, when. That's so beautiful about this. How did we get this money in the first place? Very simple. As a YouTuber, we already had a community. We started a private sale and a pre-sale was sold out in seconds, so fast that we can basically start our own Launchpad. And we have a small buy and sell tax on the token, and that goes into our Launchpad wallet. We invest that in pre-sales, we get it back, we get more money, we expand, and now we are at this point right here where our portfolio looks like this in a matter of half a year, I think. This was during the bear market, okay? We now have $500,000 sitting in our wallet, all-time profit, 344K. Mainly because of CeDeFi, we nailed it. We had an average entry price of 63 cents. Again, CeDeFi is now sitting at 320. So we made a 5x on CeDeFi, and we made over $260,000. As you can see right here, what we did today is we sold half of our position for 337. Now, why did we do that? Well, very simple. If I look at the CeDeFi chart, I'll be like, let me go to the other chart that has that more history on it. If I look at the CeDeFi chart, sitting at some big ass resistance right here. It's extremely overbought right now. So the chart is saying, be wise, be a grown-up, don't be stupid, take your profits, right? My personal CeDeFi tokens are still locked because I didn't expect it to moon this fast. So I cannot take my profits personally. Otherwise I did. But what do you mean? We had 50K, which was unlocked, so we could have taken profit. So this put us from tier 9 to tier 8. Fine. Doesn't matter. Why? Because I'm a KOL for CeDeFi, and I feel like, okay, you know what? I can maybe give my allocation as a KOL to What Do You Mean? So that compensates for it. And therefore, we are now in a position to take profits on CeDeFi. So what we're doing right now is expecting CeDeFi to go down, right? Buy back our tokens, and the rest of the money that we have in profit, we will use it to buy back and burn our own token, the What Do You Mean token. If it does go up, hey, we don't miss out. Like I said, I'm giving my personal allocation to What Do You Mean. And we still have 50,000 tokens, which could ride into the bull run, and I can definitely see CeDeFi go really high. So no way of losing right here. Love it. We have a couple of other projects in our portfolio, as you can see. Let me check. So we have a lot of USDT right now, $190,000, which we can use to again buy back CeDeFi tokens, but also invest in launchpads, give out to the community, buy back, burn our token, etc. We have $54,000 in Engine Starter. We have around 40K in Chain GPT. We have some in Pools Finance, some in SNFTS, some in Bytes, Neo Tokyo, as we are Neo Tokyo S1 citizen as well, and they have a launchpad. And we have a little bit in AI Tech and DexCheck, and some in Fen Finance, but I don't know about that one. We'll see. But overall, we are doing fantastic. It's so beautiful. And this move down right here was because we sold CeDeFi. We are such a whale that we can actually move a $160 million market cap project. I love it. So that's what we're doing. So as you can see, we have our DApp right here. It looks basic. We are rebranding and it's gonna look completely different. So 60 million what do you mean tokens are currently staked and locked. That's interesting if you know that there's just 98 million tokens out there. So way more than half of the supply is already locked. Okay, people understand it. They want to, be in the token. We burned 1.8 million tokens so far, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $46,000 that we have burned forever. Can't come back. That address, unless it's Fidelix address. But that's what we are doing. There is so much to say about what do you mean, but it's very simple. We invest in launchpads, we invest in these pre-sales. We now get around 200K invested. I want to show you something interesting. We have a community member who is now part of the team, and he does all the socials, and he is a legend. And he makes these weekly updates in our Telegram. And there you can see our complete portfolio as well. And just to show you what we have, this is what we have in our project right now. Beautiful. We have only from CeDeFi $195,000 what we're getting invested. The interesting thing is that we haven't even got a 100x project. By far not, right? Again, this is what happened in the last bull run. And that was just CeDeFi. So yeah, my personal expectation is that we do really well in the bull run. And again, we are giving away that money to the community members that stake our tokens. And again, the more you stake, the more you will get. We will buy back and burn our own token. We used a part of that money already as well to expand to other launchpads. That's not what we're going to do right now, at least because, hey, look at these prices. We are now not buying into these tokens. We have a good allocation, as you just saw in our portfolio. We are well allocated. But if the market corrects and we have a good dip, hey, we can use a part of that money again to expand more launchpads, to get higher tiers on the existing current launchpads already. That's what we do. The big benefit is that if I look at my analytics, most of my viewers are from the United States. And the thing is that if you live in the United States, you are restricted from participating in pre-sales through like CeDeFi, Engine Starter, etc. In this case, you don't need to. You can just stake our token and we participate. And the thing is, it's basically very personal. I participate and I choose to give away my profits to the community. And all I ask is like, hey, stake our token. So in that case, you can indirectly profit from pre-sales anyway, even if you live in a restricted country. And it's like, it's beautiful. So that's what do you meme is. It started as what do you meme, as I figured like, hey, there are a lot of utility projects, but they don't get the hype, right? And meme coins do, so let me combine it. But overall, I have to check with laws, regulations, how it works in the Netherlands exactly. At a certain point, we will turn this into a community VC because, hey, pre-sales are nice, but maybe we can, participate with $15,000, $20,000 max on a launchpad. Yeah, at a certain point, we will play with more money, and then we can choose to yeah, turn into a launch pad ourselves, basically. So that's eventually the goal. Now, the goal for me is to make sure that the community that stakes our token gets vested enough to do well in the next bear market as well. Again, that's my goal. It's not a promise. I cannot predict what our price is going to do. I cannot predict how these pre-sales are going to be. I don't know. Maybe I'm overestimating pre-sale season, right? And it's not going to happen and we won't make returns. So far we do, at least. And of course I can talk about what we already did. And so far we did very well in the bear market with low allocations through a couple of launch pads. Now, we are having a bull market in front of us with high allocations on multiple launch pads. So, hey, I can personally do the math right here. I want to leave it here. That's what I want to wrap it up with. But definitely, at least go check it out. I'm very, very bullish on the thing that we have started right here. We have a great team, and I hope at least that you want to look at it. Now, the nice thing is, well, at least for you, not for me, there are no team tokens. From what do you mean? I am also just an investor. I'm not even the highest staker. It's quite funny. You can see on the staking page you can see the leaderboard basically. I am not even in the top 5. That's because I missed out on my own private sale. It was because I had to set it up. I wanted to invest, but then it was already sold out. It was sold out very fast. And it was super fair that way. And I'm just like anybody else, buying the dips, man. I'm just going to buy the dips. And I don't care. I believe in the project. I believe that if somebody else would have made this, I would have been very bullish on it. But the thing why I'm even more bullish on it is because I made this and I know what my intentions are. I know what my experience is with launch pads. I know I know what I know. And I hope to give you enough information for you to know as well. So I want to wrap it up right here. Let's hear it for Wayne. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Please like the video. If you like the video, turn the bell notification on. If you do have any questions, suggestions, comments, leave them down below. And I would really appreciate it if you really like the video, because these likes helps me getting pushed into YouTube's algorithm to keep me motivated to keep doing this, guys. Because hey, the views are not extremely high, but we're getting there. We're getting there. And I love everybody that's coming to this channel daily. I know it's a big pain in the ass to watch videos every single day from a stupid Dutch guy with way too much light in his face. But hey, maybe I should maybe this works. No, I'm just light and bold. See you soon.